Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning. Buenos dias.
Now, we can see you. The listeners will be able to see you later on when we put this on our socials. But let me just paint a picture a little bit and say that you are all logoed up with Konnect Radio. It looks how you would expect a walk in Spain to be. So it looks quite dry. You're currently near a lake. Where exactly are you, Trevor?
Don't know. I don't know the lake's called. I've just yesterday I passed through a place called Keras, and that's where Game of Thrones, a large part of Game of Thrones was made. You know, the part in the medieval town. It's incredible. Then I'm going on to a place now called Carnival, and that's a 33k walk. It's listed as very hard. So far, it's okay. The bit over the hills was a bit dodgy, as is, the track wasn't very good, rocky. But apart from that, everything's really good. I'm holding up quite well.
So, we have been praying for you. And for those who don't know Trevor, just tell us, why are you over in Spain now and why are you breathless?
Well, I'm actually still walking because I don't want to lose any time. But I'm in Spain because I'm walking the Via de la Plata and the Sanabrés Caminos. Basically, it's from Seville, south of Spain, going all the way up to the sort of northwest to Santiago de Compostela. And it's a pilgrimage. Some do it for a pilgrimage for religious reasons, and there's lots of people like to do it. It's a trail and it's challenging. And at the same time, there's a real, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's this amazing radio station called Konnect Radio.
Never heard of it, Trevor.
Never heard of that one.
I bet it's rubbish, isn't it, really?
It's a bit dodgy, but I'm trying to do my best to get it some profile. So hopefully raising as much money as we can for Konnect Radio. I really believe it's sort of vital work, reaching out to people, and it's a really worthwhile cause because, as you know, it's for the kingdom, and also it changes lives. It touches people in places where sometimes people can't get through doors, but the radio can.
Brilliant. Just give us an idea of your normal day, because you start early, don't you?
Yeah, a normal day. Today's a bit earlier than normal because it's a long trek. Normal day is I'll probably rise about 5ish. I prepared my food for the day the night before. Don't shower or anything in the morning. Just need to make sure I go to the loo before I set off. And I just quietly, because I'm usually the first up, so it's like a ninja operation. So everything's packed. I sleep in the clothes that I'm going to walk in, and then I just basically get up. I got that. I pack my sleeping stuff away, get quiet, and then sneak out.
And today is how far are you going today?
Today's 33k.
There's about 20 miles.
After today, it's I think it's 327 kilometers, and it's 2 weeks today I actually started walking. And that's it really. But the thing about today, the weather's been really great the last week because it's been really cool, which is, as you know, it's for walking. It's brilliant. And the first week it was a killer, and I really did struggle the first few days. I had to learn how to adapt my eating habits, when to eat, when to drink, when to stop, take the chances when you can, because it was pretty gruesome, but we've gone through all that, and now we're on seem to be on a roll.
I guess, Trevor, that is quite a challenge which I've not thought of before, because your body gets programmed to eat at certain times, to sleep at certain times, and to do other things at certain times. So for you, that may have been a bit of a challenge because you need to do everything in at one time, which will then last you till the next time you need to do things. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, it does, but why they say this particular stretch is hard is because there's nothing in between. So there's no shops, I think there's a little village, but there's nothing there you can buy. There's no water supply. And if it was hot, it'd be a real struggle. So you got to really pace yourself, plan your day. What I've developed now is every half hour, I'll have a drink of water. and every hour I'll check on my distance, see how fast I'm going, and that's purely for like a morale thing, really. So I don't tend to count the kilometres. I work out it maybe take me 8 hours today, then I just chip the hours away. So I say, well, it's 7 hours, it's 5 hours. It's easier for me, but there's no right ways. It's just whatever suits you.
But the advantage to what you're doing is that you start early and then you'll finish earlier, won't you?
That's the thing, really. Which I'm generally an early riser anyway, but I want to finish early and get as much rest as possible. And you have to do your washing, so wherever you get to, you got to wash your clothes you've worn for the day. You don't have to. I mean, you can miss a day, you might miss the odd day. You got to locate where you're going to eat, what you're going to do. Try and get there. It's not a race to get first, but if you're first in or one of the first, you get the best bed. So, because of the bunks, I mean, I'm not young and I'm not little. I'm getting up and down to the top bunk. It's like yesterday we had this stopped in a municipal albergue, nice little town, and there was all the bottom beds were taken, and because a lot of people had just done a 10K stretch and I'd done a 20 something, so I was one of the last there, and I thought, oh dearie me, and there's not even any ladders to get on the top bunk, which is like, how's that going to work?
How does that happen?
Well, it's just ridiculous. Get a chair out of the kitchen or something. It's like, I mean, I'm okay climbing up, but a man of my age might need the bathroom a couple of times at night. I don't know. And if I fall, I'm not going to bounce. But fortunately, there was another dorm, and then we didn't know. And then when it was full, she opened this dorm up, and it was twice as good, twice as big. So I was straight in there. It's like got the best best position, and yeah, so I was pretty lucky or blessed. I was relieved, I can tell you. Oh, that was it. So yes, it was a good night.
We will let you crack on soon because I imagine it's even harder having to walk and talk at the same time. But I just want to really check in on you, Trevor. And I don't want this to sound too patronising. I'll say, are your feet okay? Are your legs all right?
Oh,
But you seem to be managing. You're looking fabulous on the camera, I must say. But what about like physically and mentally? Because it can potentially be quite a lonely thing, I imagine this.
well, this is well known for the times when it's long stretches and there's nothing in between. And mentally, excuse me, just getting over a barrier. Just mentally, it has its challenges. It's easy to just say, "Oh yeah, it's okay," but every moment, you have moments of deep reflection where things hit you. You feel a bit emotional. Um, and you just really you do just have to crack on. But that's part of it. It's a pilgrimage, and anything can happen. You meet some incredible people, you meet some crazy people. The weirdest thing what's happened is when we had I'll just stop a minute because we've got a hill. When we had the power shutdown
Oh,
in
yes.
Spain, that was seriously. It's just a power shutdown, but it wasn't like that. We're in quite a small village in a good place really, because it was a beautiful, brand new, probably a year old albergue municipal, which was spot on, state of the art. Couple of restaurants nearby, and the power shut off midday. But it wasn't just the power; it was the internet, the radios, everything went. Nobody had a clue. The police didn't have a clue. It was like this is it. Something serious has happened, and the word got round that there was Spain was out, Portugal was out, and as the day went by, it was saying that all of Europe was out. And it might seem funny now, but seriously, then everybody was in like something. My point was, if this is true, something big's happened. So, and you need to think about stuff. So the doomsday scenario started. But it again seems funny, but you can't imagine it. Surely, because we're all foreigners, most people, and the locals didn't know anything. It was the shops, the supermarkets. When you think everything's electrical,
Mm.
everything. You can't buy anything. You can't turn the lights on. You can't use your phone. That was the freaky thing. Everything had gone out. So it's like, well, something's come out. What is it? Anyway, so it did create some amazing conversations. I would say most people have met here, probably a bit agnostic, some believers. But I did pose a question to a few people when we was discussing it. I will say, well, if you don't believe in God, perhaps now is the time to think about it because it's a good time. Now, I know it sounds funny, but it was deadly serious. It really
Well,
was like.
and I guess, Trevor, as well, that you can only prepare for certain things, can't you? Like, you can prepare for your water, everything that you know could be a challenge or could potentially be a problem. But who would have known that you'd have no electricity because the whole country goes out? You can't prepare for
Yeah.
that.
Well, like you say, it wasn't just the electric that wouldn't have bothered people, but it was the internet,
Mm.
everything gone. It was complete everything, the phones, everything went. So that was the sort of worrying bit for everybody. So I started thinking about, okay, people would say, well, I'm going to carry on tomorrow. So I said, well, I'm not in an emergency. You should stay put. So I thought, well, if no power's on tomorrow, no internet, I'm not going to walk on to the next town because they'll be in the same position. Nobody will be moving. So I've got a bed. We've got water. There are shops that some shops are open, small shops. I'll stay put, but if it goes on for 3 days, I was thinking, because you start planning, it was my job at one time and stuff like this. So I started thinking about, all right, how do I get home? And people think the same thing. So I'm thinking, I'm going to have to get back to Seville and take it from there. But anyway, that's it really. I'm not going to get carried
Well, you
away.
see, that's the difference, Trevor, between a trained professional like you and me. You've got military background. If it
A
had
long
been
time ago.
me, I'd have come up with some ridiculous idea like, why don't we go to the nearest desert and start sunbathing or walk on and keep on going? Everything will be fine, I'm sure. So, Trevor, I just want to tell you that you've currently raised, now let me look at this. This is not including donations which will come in soon because I imagine there'll be a lot of people now thinking, look, I need to throw a tenner his way.
Yes,
But
please.
you are up to £1,040 has been raised. So just coming up to nearly 18% of the way there. Your goal is £6,250 to represent, of course, the 625 miles that you'll be walking. And every penny raised, and I can't stress this enough, goes to Konnect Radio. So for those who may be thinking, well, hold on a minute, the radio station will have paid to fly him out there. They're paying for his copious amounts of cold beverages that he seems to always be mentioning. It's not like that at all. And Trevor and his family have actually paid for everything. Konnect Radio has not, well, in fact, I'll be honest with you, I think we paid to have his t-shirt printed, or we offered to pay for it, and even Matt, who printed it, said, actually, I'll do that. So it's not cost anything at all. So
No,
literally,
and I supplied the t-shirt.
yes, exactly. And the hat. So literally, it's not cost Konnect Radio anything at all. So Trevor has done this off his own back as well. He's dedicated a month and a bit to this project, and he's out there right now doing it. So be praying for him, praying that he's safe, praying that he's well, and also praying that more money comes in. So he needs our encouragement. Be thinking about him, be praying for him, but also make a donation now. Do it right now. Wouldn't it be great if we could get up to 1,500 by the time we come off air now? I reckon. There's enough people listening now. If everybody does their bit, we could get up to that. It's really easy to donate. Just go to our website, konnectradio.com/walk, or the same on the app as well. It's just a little drop down menu that says walk, and every penny raised comes to Konnect Radio to help us continue broadcasting and help us to continue doing this that we're doing, this ministry at the moment. So, Trevor, bless you, my friend. Thank you very much for all the updates, and keep well, won't you?
Try my best. I'll try my best. Keep breathing.
Listen, we're following you and we're praying for you. We're going to be praying for you this Sunday in church as well.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
So konnectradio.com/walk is where you need to go to do your bit to help encourage Trevor. He's walking quite a long way, 625 miles all for Konnect Radio.